Let me ask you something. Have you ever been disappointed by something your spouse didn't do that you never actually asked for? You thought being known meant being loved. They thought they were doing their best. Today's Fight Club is about expectations, mind reading, and why romance collapses when clarity goes missing. If you ever thought, if you really loved me, you'd know. This one's for you.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Change the Odds for Marriage and Family. We're never meant to be a game of chance. Kevin Thompson, Blaine and Adrienne Neufeld.
Hello, hello, hello.
Here we are.
This is us.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
This
an old show that we no longer follow.
I love that show.
Yeah, it
This
was
is
good.
us. It was very
It was
good.
brilliant.
Remember that one?
Yeah, but we never finished the whole.
We couldn't get
you
through it. It was
didn't?
too sad.
Too emotional.
Oh,
Ugh.
really?
I don't like vulnerability, but maybe I will
Interesting.
in 2026. Who knows?
That's the
That's
word
the
of
word.
the year.
It's the word of the year.
Adrian's word of the year.
We're back.
What's your word of the year? And we're well into the year, by the way. We're like 6 weeks into it. But
yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I'm
you
gonna
don't need a
start-
word.
I don't need a
You're
word.
here to help other people,
Yeah.
not
Oh.
yourself.
Sherpa. So you did not see that coming.
I saw a million things coming right there,
Sherpa.
but that was not one.
Sure, this is
So
a
my
Sherpa.
no, a Sherpa is like a shepherd, right?
I don't know.
It's like someone who like leads the people up the mountain or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So
it's
my
also
buddy,
something you wear.
my buddy calls me. Is that a Sherpa? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So a buddy calls me up and he says he's talking life over me. He's like, "You're a Sherpa this year. Your job is to
Ooh, I like that.
walk with people.
Did you write it down?
Let them kind of put their bags down and say, you don't need to carry that. We can carry this together for a bit. I won't be with you the whole way, but I'm going to help you get up the mountain."
That's
Wow.
really good.
Bet you guys did not see that
I
depth.
did not.
Hey,
My goodness.
I'm a man.
Now every time I wear this,
This
I will think of
I
you.
might start wearing it.
You should. We should get you one. We should
What?
get you
no,
one.
no shirt underneath.
I am your
I'm your Sherpa.
spiritual Sherpa.
That's
I
funny.
love it.
All right, Adrian, what fight do we have today?
All right, here we go. Hey, Fight Club. Valentine's Day last year was a huge disappointment. I had this picture in my head of what it would be like: romantic, thoughtful, meaningful. My husband tried, but it wasn't what I wanted. And I got quiet, then resentful. When I finally told him I was hurt, I got defensive and said, he said he got defensive and said, how was I supposed to know? I felt unseen. He felt like he failed.
Yep.
I'm an Enneagram 4 with avoidant attachment. He's a 2 with anxious attachment. How do we stop hurting each other like this and make this year's Valentine's Day better?
Oh, wow. The
Oh,
pressure
yes.
that's building.
Don't we know it?
I-
Failed last year.
Yeah.
This isn't like Valentine's Day related, but one
It's just
time.
life. Just disappointing.
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Like I used to love orchids when I was young. We started dating at 16. So like early on. Fast forward maybe like 15, 20 years. And he bought me a giant orchid, but I no longer liked them.
Oh.
And I was like,
A little late to the game.
well, because orchids don't die. So you're stuck with this giant orchid forever. And you're like, and they're kind of gaudy and like, oh, like I was just over orchids.
Wow, I can tell.
And I was like, he doesn't know me.
Oh.
How can he not know that I despise orchids now?
Whereas I'm over here going, you were so thoughtful.
So
You knew what her favorite flower at least used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were we dating or were we married?
We were married.
Because I know
And
none
I
of
remember
this.
texting my friend, like, he got me an orchid. What do I do? But I never verbalized that to you.
Wow.
Oh.
Here I thought I hit it on the nose. You know?
All these years
Listening,
later.
But then I
writing.
was afraid to tell
notes
him.
down.
I was afraid to be like, hey, actually,
Yeah.
I don't love orchids
You're afraid to
anymore.
tell me a lot of
So
things.
why is that? What is that? That's
Yeah.
two things. That's two things that we're about
Here
to
we
dive
go.
into.
Okay.
It's your lead style and your love style. So let's break down Adrian.
Yes,
for a second,
please,
then we'll get
please,
back into
please.
this fight.
Okay.
Please.
So what is it of your lead style that prevents you from telling him sometimes? It is that as a 9,
I like peace.
You like peace. And so
I don't
you're
wanna disrupt.
So focused on that sometimes you will not initiate that which will cause disruption in the moment.
Yeah.
And because you won't initiate that, you create disruption.
Right. In my brain, but he doesn't know.
Well, he does now.
No.
Yeah.
20 years later, or 15, whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't been married that long, but all these years
15
later,
years?
Well,
Coming
14 dated 6.
Yes.
Anyways.
you now know. So your lead style, you have to be aware of that. That's the shadow side of a 9. 9 peacemaker. Everything's great.
So lovely.
Here's the downside.
Uh-oh.
You have to think about, what do I want? I so want peace, and actually creating the disruption right now will lead to peace.
Right.
Withholding the disruption right now will actually, will cause disruption down the road. So actually, the very thing you want to avoid, your actions are causing.
And then you know what else? Because I like autonomy and I like control, I send him all the links to the gifts I want because I know if he doesn't get it
Love
right,
it.
I'm going to be like,
Love it.
you don't even know me.
That's
Why would
just-
you buy me this? So then I take control and I'm like, buy me this.
I love that. That's common sense. Are you okay with that?
Well, this is our biggest fight, Kevin.
Oh,
so
whoa.
change the episode to Blaine and Adrienne.
Of course, Kevin agrees with me
Of course.
because we're the same.
I don't care. Like, I don't care that you didn't like a flower. Throw the flower out. I don't care. I'm just trying to make you
But they're
happy.
expensive too. So then I felt bad about the money.
Yeah. They're just
But why don't
compounding
you
it.
like it that she tells you what to buy her?
I don't mind it. I don't like when people don't appreciate gestures from others.
No, absolutely.
That's what I don't like.
So,
Yeah.
so
it's
notice
like,
this.
oh,
I think this is so important. This is why it's so vital to figure out you as a couple. What are your lead styles? What are your love styles? Because here is something, what will make one relationship work better can harm another relationship. So here's Adrienne, right? Agency. I don't want to be disappointed. I'm going to tell you what I want.
yeah.
As somebody, as a 6 who desires certainty, that is gold to me.
Right.
She has given me certainty.
Clear.
Yeah.
Clear. Here's the
It's like,
demands.
I
Oh
know
my
that
goodness.
gift
I
is
can
gonna benefit
relax. I don't have to worry about this.
Yeah.
As an 8
Mm.
who likes his own agency, you kind of want to be able to do it yourself. And you want your action to be appreciated.
I want to be
I don't care if you
appreciated.
appreciate my action or not.
Right.
I just want to know, did I do right?
Right.
And so notice that Adrienne has to be recognized that she's married to you. And so what does this
Not
look
Kevin.
like? So how can, isn't she grateful for that? So now you can begin to communicate, okay, maybe it's a list. What is it that makes it okay for you to where you still feel appreciated in what's going on?
And she has a hard time accepting any gift.
That's another thing. I don't accept gifts well. That's like
Yeah.
my shadow side. Because I guess maybe it's the lack of control that I have over that gift.
Well, and it's also the pressure of what if you don't like it?
Yeah.
And then that could hurt the peace.
Yeah.
Because then,
Because she's so fake when she opens a gift.
Am I getting better?
no,
I used to
no.
not wear. You'd be like, oh, that girl hates that gift.
No,
I'm trying to fake it better.
No. She's not a very good
no,
actress.
I get it. I totally get it.
She's like, thank you so much.
Oh, you're saying I'm bad at acting?
Yeah, you're still, you can't lie.
Act like you
That's
love
a
it.
good
No.
thing.
Lie.
She can't
I'm
lie.
not a good liar.
No, I
She's
get
walking around the house. She hadn't told me something for
Yeah.
2 weeks, which was not a big deal at all. She's like, I got to tell you something. I'm like, oh no, what is happening?
So, Adrienne, let's
Did you
get back to you here. So your lead style will cause that to happen, but then your love style will do that as well. So your anxiousness will at times cause you to withhold some things out of fear that if you put it out on the table, it's going to be too much because you feel a little bit too emotionally driven and all that, and it's just going to be too much. And so you have both of those things that are against you on this idea. So your huge growth curve here is
Vulnerability.
yes, because it's the word of the year. I'm gonna do this in the moment, knowing it's actually will lead to the outcome I want. That I'm gonna choose a secure approach. And in this moment, while I'm normally a 9, I'm actually not going to be a 9. I'm going to channel my inner Blaine,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be an 8.
Because I'll stop. Can I stop you and
Yes,
say
you
something?
may.
It's irrelevant. The gift is irrelevant. It's the effort that the other person gave to you to go and buy this gift
I know.
that you should see and love.
Yeah. So she's focused on the gift and not the
She's
action.
focused on herself.
I get it.
Very
Yeah,
self.
I'm selfish. I'm
right,
working on it.
Let's get back to this couple, whoever they were.
He likes to keep the peace, and
you-
there is none.
Did you write this in?
I should have.
All right, so let's remind ourselves
we're
of what
fighting.
the fight even was, right? So she's expecting him to know, and he's trying, and it's not working.
Right.
Last Valentine's Day was horrible because she had these expectations. He didn't meet the expectations, and he tried. And he's frustrated, and she's hurt.
Wait, does anybody at this table celebrate Valentine's Day?
No.
Well,
We don't
anyone
really
like
either.
you. We don't with anyone else. Right? I understand.
Galentine's Day.
What's that?
When you hang out with your girlfriends.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'd hang out with couples
Because we
That'd be
don't
fun.
put a lot of emphasis on
No,
Valentine's
it's a
Day.
waste.
And I don't think you and Jenny do either.
No.
No,
So,
but here's
okay.
what I'm about to tell you why some couples do.
Okay.
And why some couples do and shouldn't, and why some couples do and should.
Good.
Okay, here.
Good.
So for a lot
Do
of
it.
couples, they put emphasis on Valentine's Day and they shouldn't because the relationship is bad and they're trying to make up in a day what they're losing in a
Buy
year.
love or whatever.
And they need to figure that out.
Yeah.
But there are certain personality types that days are more important. And those couples should put emphasis, and whether or not you come from a family, let's say your family didn't pay any attention to Valentine's Day, you married somebody who did, and this is important to them, well, guess what?
You have to
It's
respect
important
that.
to you now.
Yeah.
that's
And specifically, let's look at
That's
her
good.
of what's going on. So she says she's a 4, right? So let's look. What are the emotions going on underneath this fight? Her expectations, his failure. She's disappointed. So these are the undertable. She's disappointed. She's sad. She's withdrawing. She's written the belief, if you truly knew me, you would just do this, right?
Yeah.
So he's over here. He feels afraid. He feels shamed. He's desperate to fix what's going on. Then he's like, just tell me. Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it. And notice how that is making the fight even worse.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So if
been
a
there.
guy's like, if a girl thinks you should know me, that's wrong, right?
Yes.
About everything? It's like you've been together for 20 years. You don't know that I hate the color
What
purple.
I mean, if she's articulated and brought things to the table, and
then
he's
he should
ignorant
remember.
and not listening,
If he's
that's-
choosing. Okay.
Come on,
okay,
dude.
okay.
So
you should know me by now.
Yes, you can't use this as an excuse of not knowing your spouse, right? John Gottman's going to talk about why do I have no problem quoting John
Yeah.
Gottman, but if you go to love languages, I'm bitter. So, and what's funny is Gary's
He's
great.
a great
He's the greatest
guy.
guy ever.
Let's get
right?
Gary on the show.
He will come on the show and he will be great. He will pastor the two of you.
Oh, I'd love that.
Well,
Finally.
like, what would that experience be like? He is
Emotion?
so much better in this space, and he's made millions.
Kevin, you're doing
Oh,
great. You're doing
there it is. There
Oh, wait.
there it is.
Now we know it's the taxes. So the fight is on now because he just keeps on asking, just tell me what to do, which is driving her deeper down into her well of that's the problem.
Yeah.
And now they need to find a way to pop out of that. So let's look at what their lead styles are, get into their love styles, make some recommendations, and move on. So she's a 4. So think about a 4, creative, artistic. There's a depth, love. Notice this. A 4 is going to love authenticity.
Big feeler.
And any
Ooh,
sense,
I like
yes.
that. Can I
Any
also like
sense
that as
of
a 9?
being non-authentic,
Authentic.
authentic. Yes, that's exactly right. Now I'm turning to Blaine for pronunciation.
Ugh, I'm the only one left.
This is taking a turn. So anything like that is going to hurt. Now here's what we have to notice about even the shadow side. Let's go ahead and jump into the shadow side for her. The shadow side of a 4 is they can always feel like something is broken within them, and you can't really know who I am.
Could we say 4s are like emotional?
So notice this.
Is that
well,
negative?
It depends. Well, anybody can be emotional, but,
like,
fours
a
are
lot
more
of
in
emotion?
touch with their emotions. Think about this.
Okay.
4s will upregulate, right, sadness,
Yeah.
whereas others will downregulate. You won't even know that there's a 2. You'll never even know a 2 is sad, right? They're just out there doing the work,
Right.
helping everybody out. A
Right.
3, you'll know that they're appropriately sad.
Mm-hmm.
A 4, they walk in the room and you'll
Everybody
immediately-
knows.
You'll see it on your face, on your
Okay.
face,
The
right?
bags will drop.
So yeah, they
I
just
know a couple 4s, I think.
no, absolutely. So
and we
fours,
love them.
We
fours
love
are tremendous. Well, especially in our world, we're going to be around a lot of
Musicians?
4s. Musicians
Yeah.
are 4s
Oh.
many times. They see the beauty in the world.
Yeah.
So think about a healthy 4.
Hello.
Sees the beauty in the world and the brokenness and how we can
And they
intermingle.
feel it, and that's how they write their music.
Yes, they create
Yeah.
art and
Really a
all
gift.
these kind of things, right? So all that's a positive thing. Now he's a 2, which is an interesting combination here. So he is outward focused, bringing care and attentiveness. He's devoted. He will work all day long to serve you, to make things right. Matter of fact, he'll do it to such an extent. His shadow side is he will forget about what's going on inside of him
Burnout.
because he's serving everybody else. So think about, here's what they share in common. They both prioritize primarily bonding, connection. On the last week's episode, we said neither one were led by their heart. In this week's episode, they're both led by their heart.
Ooh, interesting.
But it's being expressed in different ways.
Yeah.
And that can create some of the danger that's there. So the power of this couple is they can be emotionally rich. They can be bonded, that expression. This can be a highly passionate couple and what's going on, very expressive outwardly, inwardly. I mean, so many strengths that are here, but there are some downsides. And the downside is she feels like you can never know me. And yet if I'm not known, I'm not loved. So notice how if we have I'm not saying we do, but whenever a 4 is unhealthy, this can be one of the more difficult scenarios because they're driven by their heart. They want their heart seen and recognized. They desperately need connection with others. And yet because they're inwardly focused, they don't always see how their actions are impacting others and actually pushing others away. And they've already written the story. You can't really know me, but man, you should try.
Wow.
which puts him now in this very difficult
Like a
position.
deficit for him.
It's almost like a treadmill that no matter how hard you run, you're not going to move in any way. And then he has the downside as well, and that is that if I fail, I'm rejected. So if I don't meet your standards, so he's not even gonna be aware of his own needs other than I have to meet her standards because I have to be accepted. Because he knows he wants relationship too. He wants the bonding. He's led by his heart as well. They just go at it in different ways. She's going to go at this need for connection now through the art and really through emotion. He's going to go after it through service. So she's trying to show enough emotion to get you to love her. He's trying to serve hard enough to get her to love him, and it can begin to create some dangers here. And now, whenever you begin to look at what would a secure approach, if they read Love Styles, studied it well, bought copies for all their friends, what would it now look like?
Let a group.
So what would happen here is her. Did it say she's avoidant? Where was that?
I think so.
Yes.
Yep.
So she's avoidant, which is an interesting combination with his anxiousness. So she is going to be feeling all these things, outwardly showing them, but never verbally expressing them.
Wow. It's a tough task.
Yeah.
That's difficult,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
That's difficult. Whereas he now is going to be working like crazy,
Guessing.
and he's going to feel the disconnect. He's going to see the emotion, and yet the words aren't going to match the emotion,
Right.
which is going to create a greater panic in him. And the only way he responds to panic is by more work,
Right.
and he's going to do more things wrong
Oh
he's gonna
gosh.
try
to not meet her expectation. So what would a secure approach looks like? It would be this idea of her being able, first and foremost, to see his trying is what matters the most. That he's making an effort. He values me. He loves me. He may not get it exactly right. And she leans into that, and a willingness to bring out the expectations, to put them out on the table, and to say, hey, here's some ways I could feel loved. Here's some gifts maybe that would be meaningful to me. To have this clear communication of here's what a good Valentine's Day would actually look like to me.
What would be environments where she would be able to like express her desires?
So it would really require a bunch of emotional safety. Time needs to be proven to where she begins to come out of her anxious attachment and into a secure approach. So she'll begin to recognize, here's why I'm anxious. Here's what caused it in my past. Here's how that expresses itself now, especially with him. Now, what does a secure approach look like? And then begin to try that. Show vulnerability, our word of the year for 2026.
Right.
Show vulnerability. One definition of vulnerability is taking the path that doesn't come naturally to you.
That's why it's hard.
You're comfortable down this old road of not saying anything, of showing it but not saying it, right? What she needs to do is go down the uncomfortable path of voicing it in a
And maybe showing less of it.
yes.
Well,
If that's possible.
Yeah, no, that's a great point.
And I'm wondering, because it's like in a small group setting, because if he keeps missing and can't figure it out and she doesn't know how to express it, another girlfriend's understanding of her and her creativity and what are you trying to say? Like talking it amongst a small group
Or just another couple.
or another
maybe.
couple where it's like you can start to
pastor.
verbalize and put words to these things because he has every best intention, but she's having a tough time expressing it.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
practicality here.
No,
for
absolutely.
those type of people.
And then for him, what he needs to begin to be able to do is to express to her, I need a clarity of how you want me to show up for you. You know I'm going to show up. A two's always going to show up. You know he's showing up. Now, what she wants to do is channel that in a way that's most meaningful to her. And what's ironic is he wants that too.
Yeah.
And so the irony here for me is, and it's not all on her by any means. Maybe what this requires is him to have the courage to say, hey, I don't know what you need here, and I desperately want that. So let's look at his shared part of the responsibility. His anxious attachment might be preventing him from admitting his lack of knowledge, and you can see how that's caused.
good, yeah.
If she believes you have to, if you love
No.
me, you know me. For him to admit I don't know
I
you,
better not ask.
is now saying I don't love you.
Yeah.
And so he has to now, a secure approach is to now show the courage.
Feel for him.
You're worried about this. But isn't it amazing how you can see how this couple could so easily miss each other? And it's very possible that their relationship is good, but these big holidays are what's tripping them up, especially if he didn't come from a background where a big holiday mattered and she did. And then on top of that, you have this desire to have these kind of more show, again, for more emotion. I want the passion here. I want to see, right?
And he's like, I'm showing you by serving you.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on here. So, but here's the good news. This couple is not far off. As easy as it is for us to hear the conflict and go, oh, this could be bad, and it could be, they're actually not that far away because they share so many things in common. The heart that they share together, if they will both learn a secure approach, then what begin to happen is she can begin to say, hey, here's what I need. I'm going to communicate it clearly, which gives him clarity. He then tries. She's going to focus more on the trying than the actual outcome of what happens. But the outcome is far more likely to be right because he now has clarity of what's going on. And he's no longer afraid. If she's looking at the trying, he's no longer afraid of getting it wrong. So he can communicate even more.
Yeah.
Hey, how was this? Do you want something different in some way?
You've started doing that.
Thank you.
Like a while ago, you'd be like, what can I do that'll help you today?
Oh, I love it.
But at this is a little bit of us because I wouldn't want to have asked. I would have want to have just done it. And I don't want to be a failure. But now I don't care because you know that I love you. Therefore, what
and for me, I rather you ask so that
Yeah.
I have control, knowing it'll get done the way or
and I
whatever.
don't care. So that it is an important question. What was the question that you just said?
She said you started doing this more.
No, what did I ask you?
You asked me, what can I do to help you today?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Or I'll just be like, hey, it'd be really helpful if you do put the dishes away from the dishwasher.
Yeah.
It's amazing whenever we start quoting friends, partners, and lovers of a morning, how much better our relationship is. So in friends, partners, and lovers, I say, if you can, every day, ask, what's one way I can help you today?
Yeah.
And if you can ask that question, even if you can't do it, even if you can't do what they ask, at least you now have an understanding of what's going on in their world, even how they answer it. It will show, are they stressed? Is she like, man, there's really not that much. You're like, oh, man, I can work a little bit harder today. I can maybe play golf today. She's in a great spot. If she just, I don't even know where to start.
Then
Oh
it's
my
like,
goodness.
boy, got some
Maybe
work
I need to
do.
go in late. Maybe I need to come home early. I'm canceling the golf game. I'm doing all these things.
Right.
She needs my full attention.
Canceled
But it
one
needs to
today,
go
guys.
both ways.
Canceled one today. Just to
Because
come here.
if you're constantly asking me and I'm never asking you,
No, that's both.
Yeah.
It's both. It's not, it's
do I
not.
ask you though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
there we
know.
go.
I don't know. I mean, you're aware of needs of mine
Maybe I don't need to ask.
that you she does know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
A little bit more simple. But yeah. Let's find out.
Well, and within y'all's relationship, right? I mean, she will be a little bit more aware of internally what's going on.
Yeah, because
with
I'm
you.
dyadic.
And you're gonna be very aware of what's going on externally with her, with everybody.
Yeah, the whole
right?
house.
Just because of where the focus actually is.
Because now I'm picking up spots where I now know her better to know dinner is a big stressor. The choice of dinner. So, what are we thinking for dinner?
And you're simple because really all you do need is sex. So
And food.
I know, and I know
Love food.
when it's been too long. Yeah, you don't even have to ask sometimes. I'm like, it should happen.
No, I'm putting out the cues. Like I would love if you just, I was getting personal. Woke up one day and said, "Hey, how you doing,
Yes.
Tiger?"
Yes.
She's never said Tiger before.
No.
Just so that's
Do you
clear.
do you want Tiger?
No, I don't think Tiger's
Okay. Can we
appropriate.
try that one day just to see if it freaks him out?
Do you want to know about it?
Okay. Let's go. Let's get real.
But
We can always cut this out. No, I want Adrienne to talk right now. No, okay, we're not.
No. You can. No, I'm saying don't cut it out.
Well,
There's
I
nothing-
never initiate. I do initiate in the morning in a different way. It's not waking you up saying, "Hey, Tiger," but it's in the shower.
Oh, okay.
I often do that
Yeah.
There we go.
because I know you're like, "Oh, I'm like, I don't want him grumpy today.
But there's something.
Let's get it out of the
there's
way, so I
something-
don't have to do it tonight."
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah.
what is this?
Check the box.
But what is the inside me when I feel like it's out of guilt?
Yeah.
that-
Oh, no, I get it. I get it.
What's that? Is that
Yes.
my problem?
No, I think it's a reasonable expectation and thought there of, I because here's the thing. What you actually want is not the sex.
Correct.
You want her.
Yeah.
And so when it's just
Right.
when it's just guilt,
Right.
sometimes it can be more demeaning. It depends on where we are. How long has it been?
And it depends on how it's said,
But
because
then
it's like,
I'm like-
fine, let's just go to the shower. Or do you want to just do this? Well, no, I don't want to just
Put
do
that
this.
on a Hallmark card.
Right?
With a shower head.
But at the same time, if she's like, I want
Yeah.
the, oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Oh,
Yes.
so I just need to change my wording.
Yes,
Doesn't really
just-
matter what I'm
yes.
We're
feeling.
back to the back to the acting. We gotta become.
I gotta be a better actor.
Back to the
I would
acting.
love
Wow.
to do this right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
even if I don't.
Oh,
Okay,
game over.
got it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We just
So-
worked out a big issue.
So if this is too personal, let me know.
No, it's
right?
not.
But you don't know what I'm going to ask.
Oh, I thought the past conversation.
Oh, no. So, Adrienne, generally speaking, how many days goes by before you know this has been way too long?
oh, if
him.
it's been like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
If it's
I've-
been a week, then we're in trouble.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. And this season,
Is that healthy? Is that okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
That's completely
And
normal.
it's usually situational. It's like the week's
Yeah.
just been crazy, or we're
Yeah.
extra tired.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say that I'm like pestering.
No,
I need it.
you
It's
used
just,
to.
It is like because I think it was 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I think.
but
it
now
was,
I'm
oh
more.
my
Now
goodness.
I am more aware and more intentional about like, oh,
young kids, younger kids.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. So maybe not 3 weeks, but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah.
but more. Yeah.
But now the communication has increased the likelihood of it happening for healthy reasons.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I've never heard anybody talk about this, and I don't know. This might just be me. This is a little vulnerability. I'm gonna.
The year.
2026.
I'm hoping you're on my side with this.
I'm with you.
But I don't think there's any way to explain, and I just assume this is for a man. Maybe it's not. What it does to the clarity of your head.
Yes.
That's why I hop
just
in the shower
that
with him.
Yes, that connection, like the difference between we haven't in a little bit and we just did. Like literally, I can feel it.
Yeah.
There's tension that happens. Right, I can feel my
Should get
face
Botox. That'll
relax. Maybe it would actually make the palsy
I'm
go
just
away.
joking. I'm
So-
just joking.
What if Jenny recommended that? What if for
Hey,
Valentine's
there's
Day?
tension there. I can have syringe. We'll just pop some Botox.
Yeah. For
Jenny
sure.
comes at me with a needle here.
Yeah.
This will solve it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I've never heard anybody talk about that. I don't know if women experience that.
No,
or
we
not.
don't because
Lies. Go ahead.
okay, maybe it's a different way, but I don't think I'm aware of it. If it's something I need, I'm not aware of it because he'll be like, we need to do it, and I'll be like, what? We did it yesterday. He'll be like, no, that was 3 days ago. I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's called a stress release for a reason.
Yes.
Isn't it not?
No, I get it.
Right?
I get
I
it.
think that there is something in the man that it happens far more consistently.
Yeah.
Whereas in a woman, it happens once a month, right?
Yeah.
And that this idea that ovulation, if we're going to put out the word, right? I think guys do that constantly every single day.
Not
And-
actually.
And
Let's
women.
wait till we have Let's wait till we have Dr. Barbara Wilson on
But
the
you,
show.
yeah, you
I
go
am
through
the
us.
expert.
To actually get the science here. Let's a troll get on the internet and go, see, we're going to cancel Kevin Thompson because his podcast is giving out hacks psychology or science in some way. But no,
But men and women are different in
Different.
their needs.
Yes.
We know that.
No
when
doubt.
y'all have Gary Chapman on, you can ask him how this what
girls.
this actually does. So, all right, let's make some suggestions for this couple because there really is some hope here. I love the potential that's within this couple because I think I could see. I don't know if it is. This could be really bad, and yet the fixes are not going to be that
Easy.
difficult.
Yeah.
And notice this seriously. This is why learning your love style and lead style is so important. Specifically, this idea of creating secure attachment. It is a game changer.
Yes.
In so many ways. Available on Amazon. if you want to.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So a couple suggestions. One is they need to start learning to say what's going on.
Yeah.
What is it that you want? Instead of showing the hurt, say the want. That's what's going on. Say the want.
Like well in advance of the thing.
when
Of
they
the
start
Valentine's Day or whatever.
when they start feeling
Okay.
this could
tension.
hurt.
Yeah.
Then just put it out on the table. Here's what I want now, and even leading into Valentine's Day, no question. A second thing they need to learn is this idea of it's the partnership. Are both parties making an effort here? All right, if we don't get it exactly right, that's okay. Because think about what it would look like if you have a spouse right now who you say absolutely they are fully putting in the effort. They just get it wrong a lot. Okay. I get that. We can work on that. But you know how hard it is to take somebody from no effort to effort?
Right.
Be grateful that you have a spouse who is fully engaged in what's going on, and then we can begin to steer and redirect. So this sense of gratitude of recognizing effort over accuracy. And then here's what she's going to hate, but I think this is right. And this is what all couples can do right now. We're just days away from Valentine's Day, is define what a good Valentine's Day looks like for you.
Can I do that right
and
now?
do it.
Yes,
okay,
please.
go ahead.
That would be lovely.
I would like flowers that are not orchids.
Okay. Do they have to be white?
You know, I might send her an orchid on Valentine's Day.
What? Just
Don't, because
the
then it
sick
lives
humor.
forever.
And she has a hard time throwing things out.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other topic.
What
And
color
then
are the flowers?
The
That matters
flowers,
to you.
no, just no bright colors.
No,
But
no.
they don't have to be all white.
Okay.
You know, I'm more into a pastel-y vibe right now.
Okay.
And then that's good.
Really?
There you go. What do you need? We already know. Okay. No,
Yeah,
but
we
seriously,
do
Do
know.
you need something else? Are there things that you would enjoy for a good Valentine's Day? Do you need a gift? Do you need a good dinner?
No.
But I can also go buy
You-
the flowers
you
if you
know,
want. Like, I don't care.
Like, I think we both do this. No. Yeah. If you want to buy the flowers, go buy them.
Oh, now we don't know. You buy them.
I'll buy
You
'em.
buy them.
I'll buy them.
Okay.
We're both like this?
What if she bought them and you picked them up?
Just go to Trader Joe's. They have a
No,
great deal.
I'm going to go and do that. I
Okay.
can do that, guys.
Okay.
We love to go on couples dates.
Yeah.
Like we generally, we love hanging out with couples.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So I think that would both fill us up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then obviously later in the evening,
yeah.
we talk.
Yes.
It's important to talk.
Very good.
Love talking.
Very good conversation.
Love talking. Okay.
So I think so many couples think here's her temptation. This person's temptation is if we talk about it, it won't be as meaningful. And this line of thought many times can carry over into a million different things. If we plan sex, it won't be as
yeah,
romantic.
like scheduling.
right?
It, yeah.
But I just don't believe that's true. We plan Christmas. We talk about Christmas. We plan your birthday. We talk about your birthday. Why do we have to think that just because we put some thought behind it and have some conversation, this is going to make it worse? It's actually going to make it far better.
Yeah.
And here's what will happen. If she will learn to tell him what she needs, then as we get down the road, it's possible he might begin to start anticipating those needs more often. If she just stands in this, you should just know if you love me, she's guaranteeing a future of him not knowing. So once again, her actions are creating the very outcome she wants to avoid.
And it would also avoid disappointment because if she can express this, I'm sure she's a big dreamer, right? Big feelers are big dreamers. So my perfect Valentine's is Hawaii on the beach. And he can say, listen, honey, here's the budget.
Yep.
This is what we have for Valentine's Day. Now go back and dream amongst this budget because I will fulfill every
Very
bit of
practical.
that if we can. But I don't want to also disappoint you and then have it be unattainable.
Yeah.
Right. So I think there's a balance.
No
there.
doubt.
Totally.
Well, the tool they need to develop here is a shared vocabulary and vision.
That's good.
That we understand together whenever we talk about this is what it's going to look like. And you know that if they will share a vocabulary and a vision, what that will do?
Change the
Odds.
Odds. We'll see you next time.